time tonight and learn something new and answer some questions that were in the Facebook group. Let me turn this off because it will drive me crazy. There you go. Hey, Jacques, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you, man. And our YouTube is cranking up here. It is good to see everybody on this Wednesday evening, and looks like we are live. So let me go ahead and click out of this right here. And let me see, am I sharing the screen here? Everybody see the screen? It should say Wednesday night training on it. And I'm going to kind of back up a little bit. And can everybody see my screen? Can somebody just throw a yes up there so I know that it's broadcasting? Awesome, awesome. And let me just back up a little bit. We were just talking before, and first off, let me welcome everybody to Wednesday night training presented by the Appwizard Studio team. It's always a pleasure to come to you on a Wednesday night. And I was just sharing a conversation Duke Ritter and I had today. Actually, not sharing the conversation, but sharing the moment that I had with Duke today. And he had caught me when I was doing a whiteboard scenario. And I have people ask me all the time, Kerry, how do you put things together and so forth? So I'm going to talk about that just for a minute based on what happened today when Duke was calling me. And, you know, it's amazing that if you open your ears when people are talking, and it says, like I was telling him, I don't always take it in right then. But after we got off the phone, things kind of started opening up in my mind about our conversation that we had. And I really enjoyed talking to each and every one of you. I've probably talked to everybody in Appwizard Studio over the last, 6 or 7 years, at least once. Some people a lot more than that. But I do listen to what you say, and believe it or not, a lot of my ideas come from the conversations we have and the way I do things, and because we got some very smart people in Appwizard Studio. And that's the great benefit of doing what I do, is I do have that privilege and pleasure of talking to people. But I'm a very visual person. I do read, but I have to read in short spurts. When I get on Google and I Google something, or if I'm reading a book online or however I'm reading it, it's usually like one chapter and then I stop because I got to absorb everything I do. And I'm the same way in my business. I've got 2 whiteboards, and this is the way I do things. And this came to me talking about the conversation Duke and I had. Duke had called me earlier, and we were talking about a business plan. And he asked me, he said, how do you do it? And I was telling him about my whiteboard scenario that I happened to have in front of me right then. And so what I do is I have 2 whiteboards. And on one whiteboard, it's what I call my scribble time. And I will literally scribble everything out that's in my brain and all my ideas and everything that's there. And then what I do is on the second whiteboard, I start to mind map it out. Okay, this will go here, this will go here, this will go here. And this is my development process when I'm putting together a system, and I know what my margins are going to be. For example, my margin today on a product that I was building was 450% markup. Okay, a 450% markup. I hope everybody heard that. And you're probably thinking, oh man, that must have been a $5,000 project. No, it was only I think the final number was $269 for the startup, and then it's $99 a month. So, and that covers all my costs are covered in there and everything. So, when you're looking at apps and you're looking at the system that we have, let's just take a look at the Appwizard Studio system alone. There are so many tools in there that you can literally go in and build systems. And what I'll do is I'll scribble it all out, and then I go to the next whiteboard and I start mind mapping it. And I start looking at my percentages, and I've got numbers everywhere. And I'm sitting there with a calculator, and I'm sitting there with my cost calculator and figuring my margins and what I think the market will bear. I'll go to the high side, I'll go to the medium side, and I'll go to the low side. And I'll decide what I want my profits to be and how much money I want to make on this particular project. And I always look at things in 100s, 250s, and 500s. And you're probably thinking, well, what does that mean? I look at everything from a 100 product sell point, a 250 product sell point, and a 500 product sell point. And then I'll work my margins off of that. And I think, you know what, this is probably going to be probably a 250 sales project. So I'll look at the margins and say, yep, this will bear that. And then I go off of that. And then I put everything that was on my scribble board, I erase it. It's all gone because I don't want to confuse my mind looking at all the scribble. And I'll go back to the first whiteboard, and then I will start literally mapping it out. Okay, this is step one. This is step two. These are the products that are going to be a part of this system. And there's usually 4, 5, 6 products that are a part of that marketing system. And then then I'll start mapping out the numbers. Hey, Carrie Walters, how are you doing? It's good to see you with us tonight. And then I start mapping everything out. And then I work over to, again, to the next column. And the first column was my cost. And the next column is my margins and my profits. And then I'll go to the third column, and I'll actually put it exactly in the order that I want it to go. So I can sit down with a whiteboard, with a Excel sheet, and put it all in the Excel sheet. And that way I know that the numbers are correct when I get to the bottom of the Excel sheet, if they all add up. And I don't know if any of you use Excel. If you're not very familiar with it, it's not hard to do when you're just adding numbers, dividing and multiplying. And then when you get to your commission structure on the bottom, the money that you want to make, the percentages that you want to make, if all the numbers add up, then you know you did something right. And then I take that project and I say, okay, let's run with this. And we say, okay, this is our goal. We're going to start off with 100, but our end goal is 500. And maybe, if that goes well, and then we have to look at churn rate. And I don't know if anybody knows what churn rate is, but churn rate is your loss factor. So maybe your churn rate is 10% a month. So over this year, you're going to lose 120% of your customers. But you can't look at it that way. You have to look at, okay, I lost 10% this month. I've got 100 customers. So I need to replace 10 customers next month. And the next month I need to replace 10 customers. But your churn rate is your loss, okay? Your loss of customer. And you have to figure that in there. Depending on what the product is, if it's a B2B, if you're selling to businesses, your business is selling to another business, your churn rate is very low, okay? Business to business churn rate is very low as long as you do two things: give great value and give good customer service. Okay, let me say that again: give great value and give good customer service. If you don't give great value, they may hang with you a little while. But if your customer service is absolutely sucks and it's no good, and you're not servicing that person that just is paying you $100 or $200 or $500 a month, if you're not giving them service, if they're not seeing you, if you're not walking in the door, your churn rate's going to be pretty high. Customer service drives your churn rate when it comes to B2B sales, bar none. Give great customer service, give them a good app product, and then everything will work well for you. So I put all that into account when I'm building out my whiteboards, okay? And I take all that into account when I'm putting together a system. It's easy if you're doing a one-off product, all right? But let me tell you, over the last year, I've done one-off products for 6 years now. And that started changing about 2 years ago. And so the one-off product started to go into a 2-product, 3-product. And then I started systemizing everything. And Duke asked me today, he said, Carrie, what if they don't buy your system? Then I don't sell to them, because I'm not going in and selling a broken system. And that's extremely important for you to understand and for you to remember. Do not let the customer dictate what your product is, because the minute you allow that to happen, your product and your system breaks down, and they will not be a customer very long, because you sold them something that doesn't work. And if you sell them something that doesn't work, they're going to either want their money back, or they're going to tell everybody that everything you do is bad. So don't let a customer dictate to you what you're doing and how you're doing it. It's your business. Now, with that said, if you go out there and you have 100 customers say, I want this, 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 and this, but I don't really want this, then maybe you need to go back and look and see if that fifth piece is really viable. Is that fifth piece really something that you need as a part of that system? And what do? You don't make a rash decision. Rash decisions will actually kill you because the next 100 customers may want that. So you go back to your whiteboard and you put everything out on your scribble board and you say, okay, if I took this away, how does that break down everything else? And if it has one kink in the cog, okay, then go back and look at this. Say, if all of these last 100 customers that bought, but they said they didn't want that, if they didn't have that, where would they be today? Do not make a change. Do not make a change. Nobody knows what your system does better than you. Why? Because you build it, you develop it, and you make it happen. Okay. So if you don't own a whiteboard, go to Walmart. The big board is like, I don't know, $20 or something like that. Go buy you 2 or 3 of them. Find you a nice place where your husband or wife don't kill you if you hang it on the wall, in a place that's quiet so you can go in there and work, turn on the light, and you can do like I do and scribble stuff out until 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then it all comes together within the next 24 to 36 hours. That's how I do it. That's how I make things happen. That's how I put together systems, I don't use a computer most of the time when I'm developing systems. It starts on a piece of paper, or in my case, it starts on a whiteboard. And, I tell you guys all the time, training comes from conversations I have. That first 10 minutes came from Duke Ritter today. All right, because of the conversation that I was blessed to have with him concerning a system that he's wanting to put together. So build systems. Quit doing one-offs. One-offs will make you money today, but it's not going to make you money tomorrow. Everything you do, build with a residual income built in. Text message marketing is great. I'm going to show you a tool tonight that'll make you a lot of money if you use it. And I'm actually going to give you something free tonight. It's kind of cool. That I'm going to give you a free tool tonight that you're going to be able to use and start learning how to use. And we talked about it about 3 weeks ago, and I've had about 50 people say, Carrie, could you show us a little bit more about the chat bots and stuff and how we can place that into our apps? And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that tonight. I'm also going to show you tonight an e-commerce platform that's absolutely free that Carrie, that I just spoke to a while ago, her and her partner use this program. It's called Eastwood. I think that's how you say it, Eastwood, ECWID. It is a free, it's got a paid version, but for most 99% of you on here, it's a free e-commerce system that's mobile friendly, mobile ready. And we're going to talk more about the e-commerce in your business when we're talking about putting together systems. I truly believe that every single business needs an e-commerce platform if they don't have one. And this Eastwood system is extremely easy to use and a great platform for you to go out and sell. I will tell you now, Shopify is very expensive. Okay. I don't know what Shopify actually costs, $20 or something like that. But my Shopify platform is like $149 a month. Okay. For what's supposed to be $29. And that's because you have to put all these, whatever you call them, apps in there to actually make everything work together. So the system I'm going to show you tonight is very simple, very easy to use, and a great tool that you can go out and do upsells with. You can build you out a small store in your own app. Okay. You can build you out. Absolutely, Brian. Super cool. You can actually build out a small store in your own app and go out and show customers how to do that. The free version is 10, but I think the next version is 15 and up. So we're going to go into that. So anyway, with that said, I want to welcome everybody to tonight's training. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here on a Wednesday night, and you heard the 15-cent version of how I do things. If any of you ever have a question, please feel free to contact me. Let's set up 15 or 20 minutes, and I'll help you through whatever you need help with. Next thing, if you haven't joined our Facebook group, join our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/AWS Mastermind. And also, if you will go to Appwizard Studio on YouTube, go to Appwizard Studio on YouTube and look for this little icon right here. If you have trouble, there's a couple of YouTube channels. It's this little icon right here, and join us. We do broadcast live on YouTube at the same time that we do training for all of those that can't make it to training. Yes, very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. A real quick disclaimer, Appwizard Studio nor I cannot guarantee just because you are watching training, you will make any sales, create any traffic, or increase your income. Every person is different, has different work ethics and different desires. Basically, if you don't get off your butt and go to work, you're not going to make any money. That's just the bottom line. You know, been talking about that for 6 years. You have two options in life: make it happen or watch it happen. And if you're watching it happen, then you're probably not making a nickel. And then you're going to complain at the end of the year. Think about this, guys. Does everybody realize what day it is? It's December 5th. We are 19 days and a wake up. 19 days and a wake up for the end of the year. You say, wait a minute, Kerry, it's not the end of the year. Yeah, Christmas is the end. Okay, Christmas is the end. If you haven't done it by Christmas Eve, you're not going to do anything until next year. Why? Because most people don't work after Christmas Day. Most people don't work after Christmas Day. Now, let me tell you something else. And I've said this for the last 6 years. November and December are my biggest sales month. This month, already up to the 5th, I've done 3 times more sales this month, December 5th, than I did last year. November, I doubled my business this year in November, last November. While everybody else, and this is why I do it, because everybody else is sitting at home thinking, gosh, nobody's got no money, nobody wants to spend no money, and I'm the one that's out there doing it, making it happen. And I'm the one that's out there creating sales, and I'm the one that's holding webinars, and I'm the one that's taking people's money because they have money to spend right now. Everybody has money to spend right now. Why do people have money to spend? They got to spend it by December the 30th or the 31st. How many ever days are in December? They've got to spend it right now. They can't wait. They've got to get it done. So don't sit on your butt the rest of December and go out and make some money. Okay, tonight we're going to talk about e-commerce. We're going to talk about chat bots. I am going to swing this over here real quick. I'm going to flip screens. Okay. Right, they got some Trump dollars, and they're spending them. They are spending them. Okay, guys, I flipped screens. All right, I just flipped screen. I got to turn off my heater. It's 30 degrees outside, but it's about 130 in here. Can everybody see my my Appwizard screen there? Everybody see that real quick? Somebody just say yes, and I'll keep rolling. Awesome, awesome. Now, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to build a quick app. Now, I'm not going to put the logos and all that stuff in there, but somebody had to ask earlier in the week, hey, could you build me an app so I could show somebody so I can look and see how it's done? I can promise you, I can show you app after app after app after app. Matter of fact, all you got to do is click on, let me show you right here. If you go in here to create new web app, and I come over here to the template system, you don't need me to build you anything. You can come in here and see how it's done right here. Let's come over here to create a web app. And you can see exactly what they look like all day long. Let me come down here and find one that I want to use. I like this one right here. These are the templates. Okay, we're going to say electrician or whatever that was. We'll pretend it's electrician. And I'm going to build out this app in about 2 seconds. All right. Yep, I don't know what I just did. All right. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I'm sure somebody has taken that. I do a lot of copy and pasting when I build apps. Obviously, this cannot be an uppercase. It has to be lowercase. All right. So I don't have a header image or an icon image, but obviously you're going to put your header image and icon image in there. Okay. And then I'm going to put my phone number in here, my work number in here, and that's always the same. Now I copy and paste this off of an email. Okay. Because I have people send their stuff to me. All right. Fax number. Email address. Website. Hours of operation. I got a question for you guys. I just had a customer. I asked him this question just about 3 days ago. 8 a.m. 5 p.m. How many of you put that you work 24 hours a day? Call me 24 hours a day on your apps, unless you're maybe a towing company or something. How many of your customers do that? Maybe it's they own a restaurant or something. Oh, 24 hours a day, contact me. I'll be there. How many of you have customers that do that? Anybody? Yes, 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 no. You've never put 24 hours a day on an app for hours? But I do it 30 times a month. I bet I do it 30 times a month. This is what you now need to tell your customer when they tell you that. If I call you at 3 o'clock in the morning, are you going to answer the phone? And you know what the first answer they're going to tell you? Jock says actually yes. You know what they're going to tell you? Well, no, I'm not going to answer my phone at 3 o'clock in the morning. Then why do you want to tell somebody that your business hours are 24 hours a day? The dumbest thing a business can do is lie about their hours. That's the first thing I look at. You know, I've had a couple of customers that I've actually called. I had a person that had a customer's app that called me at home, and don't ask me how they got my phone number, and said, hey, I'm trying to get a hold of one of your customers, but they're not answering the phone. I said, well, it's like 9 o'clock at night. They're probably not at work. They said, well, their app says 24 hours a day. Don't do that. It's the dumbest thing anybody can do. Unless it's a towing company, a doctor that's got an answering service or something like that. All right. Help your customers understand to give their customers the right amount of information. All right. I've been sitting here shooting the breeze. All right. And I still built that app in about 5 minutes. And that's about how long it takes. So, you know, you can build these things all day long. Give it a minute. It takes a little bit of time because we're online. You want to learn how to build apps? Sit down and practice. And practice every day, all day long. All right, we'll hit continue. Now I'm going to go into this app and show you something cool. Just recently, now see how I built that app? Now I'm going to show you there's one thing I would do on this app. Let me just show you how you can make quick changes. I'm going to put the image up at the top. This is actually the logo right there. I'm going to hit save. So if you called me and you said, Carrie, build an app, I want to see what it looks like. This is exactly what I do. And you would not know any more looking at that than you would if you built it yourself. So the only way you're going to actually learn is actually get in there and do exactly what I just did. You can do that in about 10 minutes. I mean, this app right here is a great electrician app. You know, the templates are in there. Go in there and build it, make it happen, and move on. All right. Because I built every one of these templates. So this is what my apps look like. If you want to see what Carrie's apps look like, then go in and click on a template. Facebook, Twitter, etc. All right. Now, I'm gonna flip screens, and I'm gonna show you something really cool. And while I'm doing that, let me do this. Let me go ahead and do this to give everybody a chance. What I'm fixing to post is a link, okay? Now you're going to be taken to your Facebook Messenger. That's a free bot, okay? As a matter of fact, Carrie, my friend that checked in earlier, not me, but Carrie, is the one that built that bot for us tonight, okay? It's a free bot, and it's really, really super cool. It's very simple, but you need to start learning how to use bots. So you're going to be able to click on that link and it's going to take you into Facebook Messenger. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you. Can everybody see my messenger right here? Can everybody see this? Facebook Messenger. Can you guys not hear me or no? Yes? Is anybody alive? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So this is Messenger, okay? And this is actually Carrie. This is her avatar. This is what Carrie looks like. Hi. This is Aurora. She calls herself Aurora, but that's really Carrie. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on that link and it's going to take you to this little thing right here. It's simply going to say, hey, put your little email address in here so that this bot can automatically email you exactly what you're going to need to download your chat bot. Okay. So really, really cool. And the reason I say that, because I'm fixing to show you in a second how important these chat bots are to your business and why you need to be using these and how you can go out and take these chat bots and upsell these. Over 1 billion with a B, 1 billion people use Facebook Messenger. So I can just about tell you that 90% of the people walking into your customers' businesses are on Facebook Messenger. So not only do you need to have this on your app so that you can communicate and disseminate and transform your business into the tech world that it is today, you need to be going out and showing your clients and your customers how these chat bots work and how it can be used to transform their business. Why? Because all their customers are where? On Facebook. Where does all the local business advertise today? Where do you need to be sharing with your app and their SMS messaging systems and all that stuff? You need to be sharing it on their Facebook page to the local market. And if they've got one of these chat bots and it's also in their app, and I'm fixing to show you, and it's very simple to do this, guys, you're able to put these chat bots directly into the app. Anywhere you can place a link, you can create a chat bot and have it automatically talk to your clients. Does everybody understand that? Anywhere you can put a link, you can automatically place a chat bot, okay, that will talk to your clients. You can do sales from them. Does anybody on here do webinars? Does anybody on the call right now do? I know I asked that question a little bit ago. Yes, Jerry does. Yes, no. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I've started using chat bots for webinars, and it's absolutely phenomenal what it's doing to my business. I mean, absolutely phenomenal what a chat bot is doing for my business. A year ago, I couldn't even spell chat bot, and I couldn't use them. Okay, so download the chat bot. Let me go ahead and put that in there one more time for you. This is extremely important. Okay, this is free. It's not going to cost you anything. You do have to have ManyChat Pro. Okay. So, but what you're going to do is go in and get ManyChat Pro. And I think I told you this last week or the week before. It's $10. It's not an affiliate program. It's not anything else. I'm not associated with ManyChat Pro other than the fact that I use it for my business now. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in and you're going to get your link. Okay. And I'm just going to happen to go to this registration link right here because it's the one that I'm familiar with. And I'm going to open this up. And I'm going to go to setup. Okay. So you go into opt-in actions. Now I'm going to go to setup. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to copy this URL to clipboard. That's all I need to do because you've already got this set up, right? You've already got your chat bot set up. Now the chat bot that you're going to set up that's there now, that's going to be automatic. Okay. And Carrie has written some training for you so that you can use that in your training. I mean, to set that up, you're going to know exactly what to do with that. Okay. And bless her heart, she was good enough to do that for me for this training tonight. So we're going to come over here. Now, what are we going to do? I'm going to come in here and I'm going to create a link. Links to web pages and phone numbers. I'm going to add a new link. Visit us. Let's see. Click here. Just say visit us on Facebook Messenger. All right. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say link to website, and I'm going to put that link right there. Okay. I'm going to hit save. Give it up, man, because it's slow because of bandwidth. We'll show you what'll happen if you hit it 2 or 3 times, because it's going to create it 2 or 3 times. See what I just did? So don't do that. Let me remove one of these. Now I'm going to come up. This is going to be on my home page. Okay, but I don't want this on my home page. Yes, place your bots in the app. Yes, sir. That's exactly what I'm showing you right now. Super duper awesome cool. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off, right? Because it's down here. Visit on Facebook Messenger or whatever. And you can make that say whatever you want. I'm going to turn that off because I want to make this really pop, right? So I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to go to header. And I'm going to go to button bar. And I'm going to add a new link. And I'm going to come down here and visit us on Facebook Messenger. Add. I'm going to move this up here to the top, because I want it to be the first thing they see. Remember, what do? We read left to right. So I'm going to hit save. Yes, I can drop that in there again. It's a Google link, if that's what you're looking for. It's a Google tracking link. Oops. Shoot. Hang on, I just put my thing in there. Give me 1 second. Let me grab that again. There you go. It's a Google link, if that's what you're looking at. Yeah, that's confused you. I get you. I got you. Yeah, it's just a little Google shortener link. Okay, so we added that, right? So I'm going to save that. Now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to color code this so that it pops, right? We already know that our colors are what? Yellow and red. So we're going to make this thing really stand out. And the person that was in the group that asked about putting downloadable links in the app, you put the downloadable link in the app exactly like I just put that chatbot link. A downloadable PDF has to be a zip file, so you're going to have to upload it to AWS, or if you have WordPress page, just upload the PDFs in there and pull those links off, and you can use those links. But the file has to be a zip file in order for it to be downloaded from the internet. So zip up your PDF files or whatever your contracts are, upload them so that they will have a link so that the link can be clicked on, and place them in your app exactly the same way. Create a link, okay, and place that link inside the app. So let's come over here to advanced. Let's go to header. Let's go to button bar. I'm going to change this background here. Now, this is going to change the background behind this whole thing here, but if this was an image that wasn't a ping file, it wouldn't do that. So I'm going to make that background yellow. I'm going to make my button bar. Now, you wouldn't see all this yellow here. The only thing you would see yellow is this part up here. And I'm going to make the background color, since everything is red, I'm going to make that red. I'm going to increase the border radius, increase the text size. I'm going to make the text color white. Okay. Matter of fact, that bothers me, so let me just put a logo up there. Hang on just 1 second. Sorry, it's the little things, guys. It's the little things. If the little things bother you, you're going to be okay. The little things will bother you. And guess what? I don't have an image to put up there because I have my microphone plugged in. Oh, mercy. Let me find something. I probably don't have anything. The ping file. Well, you ought to know. That's a ping file. Everything I've got on my computer in front of me is a ping file. Okay, I found one. I know Promax is actually a customer, but so let me come back down here to the styles and colors. Let me refresh this. Okay, now see this is a JPEG file, so it's not transparent. So you can see up here, now this pops. You got a big, nice red button up here. We're going to hit save. I don't know if this will open in this emulator, but what this will do is it will take you to the chat. Let's see if it'll open in the emulator. Okay, it's not going to open in the emulator, but it will open in your phone. Okay, it will open in your phone. As a matter of fact, I'll put this link in here and you can see exactly how it works. How's that? There you go. Now you can click on that and you can see exactly how it works in the phone. It doesn't matter what phone it is. Now once again, you have to be in Facebook Messenger. Your app has to be on, your Facebook app has to be up, and or your Facebook Messenger app. And if you're not logged in, it's going to tell you to log in because you're trying to get into Messenger. All right. Any questions on the bot at all? Really, really super cool. Really super cool. Yes, you can put this in all your apps. You know, this is a great tool for you to go out and sell to your clients. You really need to get into the transformational communication stage for your business today. Andy Jenkins, I don't know if anybody of you know who Andy Jenkins is, but he's the developer of Webinar Jam, okay, and Cartron. And I got a very interesting email from him the other day talking about going from the informational age to the transformational age in business and how you need to start sharing about you and what your business has done for you and not about what it did for Johnny up in New York, okay? Because they don't really care about Johnny up in New York. They want to know what your app and this bot did for you, for your business, and you can sit there and tell them. Because if you're not eating your own dog food, guess what? Nobody else is going to buy your dog food. I mean, if your dog is eating Purina and you're out selling Alpo, does anybody want to buy Alpo? Heck no, because you don't believe in the product yourself. So you have got to use your own product. All right. You need to have a chat bot in your app so that you can do what? So that you can demonstrate exactly how the chat bots work. You may not sell a chat bot then, but let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to be able to collect that data and put it where? You're going to be able to show them exactly how it works, okay? You're going to be able to share your app with them. They're going to open up that chat bot, and you're going to be able to do what? You're going to be able to collect their data. Now you can market back to them where? On their Facebook Messenger. You need to do the same thing with your SMS. When you show and demonstrate how to use the SMS, you show them exactly how you send your app over to them. You text your app over to them, and you show them exactly how to use the SMS platform, how to collect the data. Now, what have you got? You've got somebody that's in your chat bot, and now you got them in the SMS. Extremely powerful, guys. Extremely powerful. We live in a day of transformation, not in a day of information. The sideboard shows with conversations on that demo bot. What are you talking about? Are you on your computer? Yeah, of course it shows. That's you're in your bot. Come out just like this, right? Yeah. This is this has nothing to do. This is in Facebook Messenger. It has nothing to do with anything else. This is Facebook Messenger. This is where you communicate with everybody. You know, let's see. I was talking to Tom today, and Eric, and Rick, and Bobby Spring. Don't really know who Bobby Springer is, but you know, of course it shows because you're in Facebook Messenger, and this is where you communicate. Okay. Now let me show you something real quick. I hate that stuff right there when people do that because you know that's fact. If this isn't your stuff's not going to show over there. That's your information. If they're in their Facebook Messenger, they don't see your stuff. They see their stuff. Just like you're seeing my stuff right here. They don't see your stuff. They see their stuff. It opens up in their Facebook Messenger. It's not opening your Facebook Messenger. It's opening what they're logged into. It's not opening what you're logged into. You're logged in. I'm logged into my Facebook Messenger. I can promise you're not looking at Tom and Michael and Carrie and Eric, Rick, and Bobby right now on your computer. You may be looking at Carrie if we talk, but you're looking at the people you talk to. Your customers are going to see the people they talk to, not your people. It's your login, not theirs. Absolutely cool, right, Brian? Absolutely, dude. I'm telling you, man, this is absolutely going to transform your business if you get people using this technology, because you're able to go in there and you're able to collect that data, right? You're able to go in and collect that data. Let me show you something, and this is something Carrie taught me, okay? When you communicate with a bot, you want to communicate inside your ManyChat Pro. So when you download that bot and you go into ManyChat Pro and people are talking to you from the bot and answering questions, get in a habit of not going here to Facebook Messenger. Get in a habit of opening ManyChat and communicating them through the chat in the Facebook chat messenger inside of ManyChat. Because what can happen is when you start talking to them via the Facebook Messenger, and this is just I don't know what you call that, a little bug in Facebook Messenger. Sometimes it will break the bot link. Sometimes it will break the bot link. So what you want to do is chat with them within the system. That way you've always got communication going and it's tracking it. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? Yeah, think about it. I want you to think of that's a very good point. Okay, what was just said is the fact that they just share it and show it, and you show them how to do it, and now you've got them captured just in a demonstration is very powerful. Absolutely, that's what I've been trying to teach you about SMS messaging for 6 years. Mary says, yes, Facebook pages will end the automation of your engagement in the middle of a sequence or flow. You have to put this on a Facebook page, by the way, okay? And your Facebook page will connect to ManyChat. ManyChat is $10 a month per Facebook page. Best $10 you will. I will promise you. That's what I want to say. My business has increased since I started using a chat bot by 15%. 15%. I've been using them for 40, 35 days now. I'm telling you, I did not believe in it. I didn't believe in it. And I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just gave you a free bot. You know, I didn't believe in it. And I've changed my entire tune because it's put good money in my pocket for the holidays. I was going to go to Florida, but I changed my mind. Somebody changed my mind going to Florida. Okay. When you click the link for the free bot, it will walk you through step by step to getting set up. So just click on the link and it'll tell you exactly what to do. Super cool. Any more questions on bots? So let me just show you real quick again. Go into your app. Go to link to web pages and phone numbers. Add the link. You get the link from your where? You get the link from, I'm going to Growth Tools right here. Now let me ask Carrie a question real quick. I can carry this bot link that's right here at the top, this m.me. Will that trigger the bot also? If I put this link, the bot link, as the link for the yeah. Okay, this starts you from the very beginning of the flow. Okay, she said click it. Okay, I just clicked it. There's many parts to a chat bot. And trust me, I'm learning every day. Learning every day. Okay, and it's doing its thingy. And it's starting, and it starts its flow. Okay, it's starting to talk to me and all that stuff. And that's the great thing about these chat bots and with these growth tools and with these sequences and all that stuff. You're literally taking your customer to a new level. And being able to place that inside your inside your app, just simply going in here, selecting web link, and putting the link in here and calling it whatever chatbot, and saving it. I mean, you've put your chatbot in literally seconds, a great communication tool inside your app. And not only that, you can take your chatbot links and place them in LinkedIn, or whatever they call that, YouTube, Twitter, all those, any place you can place a link, you can drive business into your app business. Into your app business. Does everybody understand that? You literally can let your chat bots make your sales. You can literally sell apps through your chat bots. And you say, well, Carrie, how do you do that? You know, I wish I could tell you the method behind the madness other than the fact that it talks to the people, and I sold apps this week that way. That's what I can tell you. Okay? That's what I can tell you. I know it works. I know the sequencing works. I know staying in communication with them works. It just works. It just works. It's one of those things, if you think about it, you'll probably stay up all night, want to jump off the bridge in the morning. So don't think about it. Let the bot do the work for you. Okay. Now let's go over here to Eastwood real quick. This is super, super cool. Now I just signed up for this. Okay. I haven't set up a store yet, but I'm fixing to set up a one-off store. You can do recurring payments in here, but it's manual through Stripe. If anybody wants to learn how to do that, we'll do that on another training because we only got about 10 minutes. But this is when it says free, it's free. This is no BS, no 3-day trial, no 10-day trial, 30-day trial, and they're going to try to sell you something. Now, once you're on their list, you're going to get emails from them because they want to sell you these bigger packages. Okay. But with the free version, and it is free. Okay. You get an online store, mobile responsive shopping cart, unlimited bandwidth, free starter site, add store to any website, set simultaneously on multiple sites. That is a fact. Okay. It doesn't go away after so many days, and you get a Facebook pixel so that you can retarget Facebook. Okay. And these are the WordPress, Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, Joomla, AdMuse, Blogger. And they also give you a link just to a one-off page. If you want to put a one-off page and sell apps out of your app so that people can check out, it's tremendous. It's tremendous. Okay. Here's the back end. It's very simple to do. It just walks you right through it. Okay. Create the account. I did that. Store setup is 16% complete. So you come in here and you create your online store. Estimated 10 minutes. Okay. Do you have a website? Yes. Do I have a website? No. Just answer the questions and walk through it. You can literally get off tonight's training and in about 20 minutes, have your online store set up to sell your apps and whatever peripherals you sell, whatever your system is, and you can actually put it online and start selling. Now, if you have monthly residual built in, and I recommend you do that because you're going to have monthly residual on what? You're going to have monthly hosting residual. You're going to have monthly SMS residual. If you go into the chatbot realm, you're going to have monthly chatbot residual. So you're going to have a residual in your system and your package that you set up, but you're going to have to manually go in and create an invoice for that, and it will pay right there on the spot. You don't have to ask them for their credit card unless it denies it. Now, guess what? They're not going to pay you anyway. But you have to go in and manually do it in Stripe, and it's very, very easy to do. And if you guys want to learn how to do that next week, does anybody want to know how to do the recurring payments in Stripe? If you set up a recurring flow for your business. I mean, if you want to, I'll do it next week. If not, okay. I thought maybe so. We'll do that next week. Okay. Very easy to do. We'll walk through it. But I highly recommend that you go in, sign up, and play with this tonight. Okay. Play with this tonight. You have a chat bot now. Okay. Go in, spend $10 and get ManyChat tonight and upload your chat bot and put those things in your app. The training shows you how to make changes to it and tweak it. You don't have to do very much to it. Carrie was kind enough to she's a professional copywriter. So, it's worded extremely well. And you're able to go in and use that and fix it and do with it what you want to do. No, you don't have to buy anything with the chatbot except ManyChat. It's going to show you how to upload. This is the way it works. You're going to get it. You're going to sign up. You're going to get you're going to use the chat. You're going to see how the chatbot works. You're going to put your email address in there. And then when you do that, it's going to trigger and send you the email that you need. Okay. And it's going to show you how to set it up. It all comes in the bot. Yeah, everything will be in the bot. Just follow directions. Don't do like I do and miss one of the miss part of the conversations because you'll be like, well, this don't work. But yeah, it does work. It does work. And the instructions are very simple. Very, very simple. Absolutely. So Eastwood, get signed up when you get off tonight. Go straight to Eastwood and get signed up. Download your chat bot and get it uploaded so you can start playing with that and put that in your app tonight. Put that in your business app tonight so you can start showing people exactly how to do it. Jerry, you should have got all the emails. All the emails are sent out to you in sequence. You will get an email and it tells you this is the first step. This is the next 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 step. And it's kind of like building a lawnmower. Hey, Just don't spit on my pastrami sandwich, buddy. But it's kind of like taking a lot more apart and putting it back together. And I've done this so I can say this and laugh. And you look over and there's 3 springs sitting on the newspaper that you set everything on, and you can't figure out why the lawnmower won't start. And you said, "Oh, shoot, I don't need to put those back in there." Oh, shoot. Any questions? A little bit different tonight. We kind of, went back into the apps. We haven't been in the apps for a while. We've been in the digital table tents for about a month, and I wanted to do something different and answer some questions. We had a lot of questions on the chat about how to use them in the app. Wanted to do that, and I found this eSwid through Carrie, and wanted to show you guys that because it is mobile ready, mobile responsive, and it's very, very good to use. It's a great tool for you guys. Free up to 10 products, and most of you are going to use less than 10 products in there. So it doesn't cost you a penny. Hook it up to your Stripe account, and it's going to be awesome for you. Absolutely. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, something new, you know. As you can see, I'm happy tonight, right? I'm thrilled to be here. Real quick before we go, Christmas week, we will not be here. As a matter of fact, after the 19th will be our last training until January the 2nd. I think that's right, because the next week's Christmas. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, buddy. The next week's Christmas, and then we'll come back on Wednesday, January the 2nd, because I know everybody will be burnt out, ready to do something new for the first of the year. Use this stuff, guys. If you want to make money, put together these systems and make it happen. All right. Love you. God bless. And I will see you all next Wednesday. Now, we will go through the eSwid doing the recurring payment. I promise you. We'll make that happen next Wednesday. Hey, Nikisha, how you doing? Absolutely. Thank you for being here. See you, Jer. Good night, everybody.